Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome welcome to another broadcast. Today, we're coming live from Portugal, which is the partnership between Travel Gossip and Hangout on Holiday, where we've been coming from destinations all over the Med for the last week, and we have a number of destinations planned for the weeks coming and days coming. So, as I said, today we'll be coming from a very, very sunny Portugal with one of the partners of Hangout on Holiday, Gary Brown, who works for On Travel Solutions. We're going to be asking him a number of questions about what life is like there and what's going on, and when are they expecting tourism this summer, and what are the rules and regulations down there. My name's Sam. If you don't know me, I work for Hangout on Holiday. I'm the overseas director. I'm currently based in Alicante. Very sunny here too. And if you don't know Hangout on Holiday, we've given you a few briefs in past broadcasts, but it's essentially a digital platform that you and your guests can use at any time to get live local information and connect with a local expert through an app. Also, you can go on there, find lots of local information regarding to places to visit, bars, restaurants, shops, and programs of bookable events as well that your guests can book prior to travel and during their stay. This is something for all agents that they can use as well. If you have any questions about any particular resort that your guests are asking, especially in these times, you can jump on the app at any time, connect directly to one of our local experts in resort and ask them the questions and get live local information really, really quickly. Okay, so it's something you should all have on your phone, but obviously as a free, essentially a repping service, but more for information that your guests can download at any time. So it's a really good thing to promote for them. So I think probably easiest, let's just go straight over to Gary. I know he's sat in a nice little bar next to the beach in Portugal, and let's get him on and ask him a few questions about what life is like down there. 1 second, he's going to come on now. Gary, how are you doing?
Good morning, Sam. How are you?
Very well. Very well. All nice down in Portugal?
Oh, lovely. 32 degrees at the moment and very sunny.
Excellent. 11 o'clock in the morning. That's brilliant. Whereabouts are you then?
I'm actually in the old town of Albufeira at the moment.
Okay.
If I quickly show you what it's like, if you mind.
Go on then.
It's a little bit warm outside, but if you see now by the beach.
That's very, very nice. Beach looks particularly beautiful. Well separated as well, the sunbeds.
Yes, that's one of the things that are in place. So I am back out the sunshine now because I'm British, so I need to sit in the shade. Yes.
So Gary, I understand obviously there's been confusion and things happening with Portugal and the UK air bridges and where they can and can't, where Brits can and can't travel. What is the situation down there at the moment?
So the situation at the moment is that Portugal isn't part of the air corridor. It was based on the government's decision to look at the increase in virus rates over the last 7 to 14 days. Unfortunately, we had a spike increase in the Lisbon and North area of Portugal. So I stress this was in Lisbon, Tagus, not in the Algarve. The Algarve actually has a very low rate of infection, and the measures that have been put into place in the Algarve, for me as a Brit, and I lived here for many years, is exceptional. They are very great at what they've done in everywhere. So the Algarve, I must stress, is a very safe place to travel to. So hopefully when the restrictions are lifted, the people will come back because it's a very big British destination for us.
Yeah. I mean, I remember talking to you during lockdown and, you said that they were handling it exceptionally well down there and, similar to Spain, in fact, in a lot of things you did. It was quite a tough lockdown, I think you had, didn't you?
Yes, quite a tough one. It's getting back. As you can see, the beach is getting busier. Unfortunately, not with British people. So hopefully we can rectify that.
So who is travelling there at the moment?
So at the moment, you have a lot of national travel. The Spanish border's open, so we have the Spanish coming, and the French and the Dutch and the Germans, they can all travel. Because you can actually, there are flights from the UK to the Algarve, but because obviously they have to quarantine on return to the UK. So this is what's affecting the British business at the moment.
Understandably. So, the airports are open. What's the procedure there on arrival? Is there any checks going on?
So obviously it's a mask whilst inside the airport. Then thermal cameras as you go through, so it's not intrusive. And then obviously if they detect any rise in temperature, then an individual check will be made.
Yeah.
And obviously they stress the use of the e-passport to try and avoid as much manual contact as possible. So the e-passport, they have more e-passports. There's no real delays happening because of these checks, because they're quite unintrusive, as I say. However, we're running at low occupancy at the moment, so I would imagine that there might be some level once the major flying starts.
Yeah. So could you fly, for instance, into Seville and then just drive over to Algarve or Algarve?
You can fly into Seville and cross the border because there's no checks at the border. However, if you're flying from the UK, you would still have to take the quarantine when you get back because you've gone into a country that the FCO stress only essential travel. So you would still have to quarantine effectively.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so I'm assuming there are some hotels open there, and I'm assuming it's not full occupancy yet. But what are the procedures in hotels at the moment? How are they handling it?
Right, so the majority of the hotels are open. Okay. The procedure is face mask when checking in. Mm-hmm. Lots of great initiatives to do online check-in before you come.
Yeah.
Barcodes, etc. They're making every possibility to avoid the contact, to make it easier for everybody. Here, what you have as well is there is a 24-hour turnaround on rooms. Mm-hmm. So if you leave on the Saturday, that room would not be used till the Sunday. So they can ensure that they have a full clean down of those rooms to avoid any crossover.
Yeah.
Inside, pretty much, as I said, you wear a mask. The pools are open. They've spread the sun lounges away from each other, so the contact is there. It's as normal.
Yeah.
You know? Buffets are open, but it's served by staff.
Yeah.
So it's not the guests touching the food, and there's, I think, perspex screens everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're doing the best possible thing they can.
Extremely seriously, it seems like it's good.
Kids clubs and entertainments are operating, but most of it's being done outdoors as well, and lower numbers. So.
Okay. Do you know what questions I've got in front of me?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so no, it sounds like
one of the things I think I mentioned to you, Sam, as well when we spoke yesterday. They've got this great initiative that's been set up by the tourist board and the government, which is called Clean and Safe. And this is a protocol, an audit system that the hotels can go through to show that they're doing everything possible. Mm-hmm. And then they're awarded this stamp. So if people are looking and they see the Clean and Safe logo by the hotel, then it shows them that they've got everything in place.
Okay, brilliant. So definitely something to look out for. Okay, so, outside of the hotels, how's it all there? Are the bars, restaurants open as normal? And
bars and restaurants are open.
Yeah.
Not all, but most of them are open. Normal social distancing, use of terrace space as much as possible.
Yeah.
Again, when people come over and they want to visit their favourite restaurant, they're probably best making an appointment because they operate on 50% capacity.
Sure.
Lots of use of QR codes for scanning the menus, so to avoid any contact there. And the situation at the moment, and it's reviewed every couple of weeks, is the bars must stop allowing people to enter after 11 o'clock at night.
Okay.
But you can, if you're in that bar at 11, you can stay till 1 o'clock.
Okay.
But there's no movement to try and stop because we all know that the more we get friendlier as the night goes on, shall we say.
Yeah.
And, so they're trying to make sure people stay safe.
Absolutely. Is there any dancing allowed or anything like that in the clubs? Or
the discotheques are not open.
Right.
No enclosed space. So mainly if you've got excuse me, if your bar is only indoors, then they're not encouraged to open. You have a terrace, which we're very lucky in Portugal that virtually every bar does. Yeah. Then they can open.
Okay. So
if you go into a restaurant, you must wear a mask entering.
Yeah.
But you can obviously take it off when you're eating because it makes it difficult.
Sure. Can you walk around the streets without a mask, or do you need a mask everywhere?
You can walk around in public without a mask. It's just in shopping centres, shops, etc.
Same as here in Alicante at the moment. Okay. What's it like with the excursions? Are there any running or any expected to running this summer? Is boat trips or anything like that happening?
Well, boat trips are running. As we tested the signal yesterday from the marina, you could see that the boats were leaving from there.
Yeah.
Again, it's social distancing, avoiding as much contact as possible. Yeah. Water parks are open, but transport is limited because obviously you can't put 48 people on a bus anymore.
Sure.
So they're advising that most people make their own way to the water parks. get there, but they're open. Any other excursions, what can be run is run.
Excellent, excellent. So one of the final things we'll ask is, I've been asked this a number of times this week because people knew I was going to be chatting to you, is the golf courses. Obviously, your area is extremely popular for golf. What's the situation there? I mean, is there any limit on tee-off numbers?
Yes, so the tee-off times are the same.
Okay.
The sharing of buggies can only be shared if you're from the same household.
Right.
There's some great deals for golf at the moment. There is some great deals going on. I was speaking to somebody and it's €40 a round with a buggy, which is a great deal. Social distancing isn't normally a problem on a golf course for most of us because most of the time we're more than 2 meters away from each other when we've teed off anyway. So,
it's true.
It's up and running. The terraces are open on the golf courses now, so the restaurants you can still eat there, whereas before you couldn't. So that's all open. So pretty much business as normal for the golf courses.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, cool. I mean, Gary, is there anything else that you think is particularly pertinent to Portugal in your area at the moment that we might have missed? Worth mentioning?
No, I don't think so. I think, like I said, we're waiting, hopefully, for the next review to get the Algarve up and running. As I said to you earlier, the highest rates of infection is up in Lisbon and the north.
Yeah.
So obviously, we would advise against travelling up there. But we're just waiting for the British people to come to the Algarve and enjoy. It's a tricky season. It's a very tricky for everybody, for every destination. But the Algarve and the hoteliers here are very resilient, and they're doing everything in their possible to make it clean and safe.
Excellent, excellent. No, it sounds. Look, it will happen. It will open up. I'm sure we'll be down there at some point soon, especially as what you just said about the golf. So we look forward to that. Okay. Don't forget, guys, any questions you have about Portugal, Gary and On Travel Solutions are recently partnered with us, and I think this week all their content goes live on the app, and one of Gary's team will be on the app ready to answer any questions you might have. Okay.
Yes. I mean, we are developing as we speak, as we spoke yesterday, and if there is any questions and they need to get a hold of me, they can get a hold of me, and I'm quite happy to answer.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Gary, thank you so much for this morning. I think there's a lot of good information come out of that, and we'll be in touch soon. Hopefully we'll do a repeat of it in a few weeks' time when everything's opened, and you can tell us what it's like then.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Brilliant. Gary, thank you very much.
Cheers, Sam. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, guys, that was Gary on Travel Solutions. So they're actually our DMC and partner with Hangout on Holiday in Portugal. They also work in the Azores and Madeira and Cape Verde as well. So they cover quite a large area. Like I said, all their information will be going on the app this week. So look out for that. I know they have a great program of experiences on there, and there's a huge amount of knowledge between the team that they have. So the rest of this week on Friday, we're going to be coming live from Turkey. So we're going to go to the other end of Med, where we've got one of our other partners out there that's going to be giving you lots and lots of information. If you do have any destinations that you would like to hear from, please let us know. Just comment on any one of the posts that we put up. Let us know, and we will arrange it. Don't forget, guys, you can download the Hangout on Holiday app at any time, ask any questions, and find lots and lots of local information. But until now, I will look forward to seeing everybody on the broadcast on Friday, and have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.